Hello again, everyone. This is David BDG3369 doing my second YouTube video and reviewing JVC's GZ-HM1 camcorder camera. This is just a somewhat brief overall review, in my opinion, of what I think about this camera so far. I really haven't fully used it to its potential. Just got it last week, so I'm going to run it through its paces, but just give you initial impressions of it. What I like about this camera, for the most part, is the CMOS sensor that's in a half-inch CMOS sensor, which, in the initial test, going through my house and outside and stuff like that in low light, it is beautiful, very beautiful picture. Prior to me purchasing this camera, try to find as many pictures of it as I can, to find out some features of it. Build quality is solid, very solid, nothing flimsy, about this camera at all. Everything from, the door, to the cover for the SD card, down to the strap, the feel, everything's for the most part pretty solid. Don't have any complaints about that. Second thing that kind of I liked about this camera, and this is prior to me purchasing it, was JVC's design and placement of ports and jacks. And one of the things that kind of attracted me to this was the fact that, let me see if I can do it right here, like all the ports, all your main ports here, let me, big fingers, I don't know if you can see that well enough. All the ports that you primarily would need are in the back, of the camera. Like, some camera manufacturers, they'll have jacks on one side and jacks on the other side. So, you got stuff running all over the place. But with this particular model, all your jacks are on the back. So even with the display open or closed, okay, your cords are not affected, which I thought was a pretty a nifty feature, from JVC. So basically, you look at it from this way, you got all your cables and stuff right here on the back, by the battery and everything. Now on the side, so like if you want to close your LCD case, or so you got something else sticking out on the side over here, all that's eliminated because everything is back here. Let's see, what else do I like about this camera? Oh yeah, the video quality is above and beyond excellent. I'm really impressed with it. I've took it through different days, inside, outside of my house. Low light is great. I mean, compared to a Canon Vixia HF20 camcorder that I have, which also has a CMOS chip, but is a much smaller chip, which tons of pixelation. This thing here has little to no pixelation. It handles the brights, the colors, dynamic range is excellent. It brings out, details, in a low light situation. So I mean, this thing is great. Also, enjoy the fact that it has a larger diameter lens opening, so naturally to let in more light, for the sensor to take hold of and stuff like that. Again, like I said, I have not truly put it through its paces yet. I've messed around with, I don't know if you can see it right here. It has a knob that has bright and focus on it. It's so-so. You go to brighten but so much, and then you can also, focus but so much. This adjustment dial right here, and then you push the set button on the front or the set button on the display. And then, like I said, I've read different reviews. Different people liked it. Some people didn't like it, naturally. Let's see, it has 3 buttons up here: the auto aperture button, shutter priority button, and use of define button. Haven't really saw a need to change these as of yet. It has dual mics up here. Mic quality for the most part is pretty decent. It's very crisp, clear. I've tested it against a portable fan, room noise, just talking to someone in general. It picks everything up, very well. It has accessory chute here. It has a hot shoe accessory port here, where it comes with an adapter. You put the adapter in, and then that's how you would put on your either directional mic or an extra video light. Now, I'm sorry, and then also too, before I go into that part, the zoom rocker on this thing, I love it. I mean, I wish all camcorders would have this zoom rocker. I mean, it is, oh man, I'm going to miss it. I really am going to miss it, only because I am eventually going to send this back because of personal features that I was looking for that I didn't find with this camera. So but outside of that, I am going to miss this zoom rocker. It is nice, firm. You can slow zoom, fast zoom, stuff like that. Snapshot button. It allows to naturally take pictures, which are pretty sharp. I have no complaints about the picture quality and stuff like that. Now, granted, I didn't buy it to take pictures. I bought this to take video. So, but having snapshot, pictures, it's a nice added bonus. Overall feel, it's fine. I've read some people where it says it's too big, too awkward. I have big hands, so basically it's fine for me. Battery that came with this, because I bought this refurbished. Didn't come with a JVC battery, but it came with a standard battery. And it's pretty typical, not a long time, maybe an hour, at best, with it. I wasn't sure whether or not if I wanted to keep this camcorder or go with a different Canon model, the HFS30, that I also had my eye on. But I wasn't sure, which one I wanted to go with and stuff like that. So I said I'll order the JVC first, see if I like it, since I did have initial likings, about it. Now, what I'm not too fond about, well, first thing first, it only has a flash. It does not have video light. My only reason that I can think of is because of the fact that since you have the accessory chute here, JVC probably thought that you probably didn't want to have a video light on here draining the battery, the initial battery. So you want to put a separate lighting on there. I mean, basically this is a prosumer model, camera. So basically it borderlines, bottom of the professional, but top of the consumer line. Same thing, with the adapter. You can only put one on the other. Like I said, directional mic or video light, stuff like that. So again, it's kind of a bummer, but with the quality of it's not that bad. But I still like to have like a little extra lighting just in case it gets too low. Like I said, all this camera needs just a little bit of light, and it does the rest. It is fine. Second thing I'm not too fond of is, which I have read, is that just the laser, laser strip, which allows you to make your selections and stuff like that. You slide your thumb up and down. I've just got to have this tapping, to make my selection on the laser, and then with the recess buttons here on the bottom, you kind of push your finger into it a little bit deeper in order to make a selection and stuff like that. Menu is limited. It's limited. I mean, like I said, it gives you some prosumer features, but the menu is kind of limited. It's not very detailed. Doesn't give you a lot of really decent options, customize and stuff like that. Also with this camera, you have a feature to upload, immediately to YouTube and stuff like that. Display button, export, export your video directly to a DVD or a disc. Now it does have, which I forgot to mention, it does have a USB on the side, but like I said, primarily when you connect this to the computer, that's the only cable you have to worry about, in terms of it being on the side, somewhat of an inconvenience, but everything else is towards the back of the camera. It has internal, which one thing I love about it, it has internal 64 gigabyte, a flash drive, which is more than enough. And then on top of that, you have the SD card here, which allows you to add up to another 32 gigs of memory. So that's a total of 96 gigs of memory, more than enough. Or if you want to, you have the option to let your memory card hold all your stills, and let the internal memory, hold all your video. Playback is not bad. You have to push this play and record button, switch back and forth. And again, like I said, with this laser selection strip, it's okay. I mean, I can make do with it, but for something a little more solid, whether it be a touch screen or have a little joystick like on some Canon, video camera models and stuff like that. Again, digest, I forgot what digest did. I didn't read up on it. Oh yeah, digest allows you to just jump through all of your videos that you've taken. So it does like a maybe 5 or 10 second run through of each video, and it goes right on through and stuff like that. So that's what digest does. If you want to search, you can search, do different types of searches, group, date, whatever, what have you. And then also too, you can delete. Now deleting, which I can't remember. Yeah, because it numbers the scenes for you. Numbers according to the order it was shot. So this is scene number 10. The software that came with this camera to upload your images, made by Pixela. Same corporation that makes the video upload software for Canon and different Canon manufacturers that came with this. I was pretty impressed with it for the JVC, because it puts it in calendar format. It's very easy to manipulate. You can pull your images off the camera. You can load them back on the camera through the software. Software is very nice. Whoever on the JVC side helped design that software, the layout, I take my hat off to them. Canon can take a few notes on on that. Well, like I said, overall, the picture quality is great. Again, layout of the placement of the external jacks and stuff like that, is fine. Video quality is excellent. I'm gonna do a test run on it this coming Sunday. But another thing too, I guess, because it's just a preference of mine, is that on some models that I have, when I have the display open and I will have my camera connected to AC power cord, plugged into the wall, and once I start recording, if I want to be a little more discreet, a little more private, I can close the display, and the camera will continue recording. Unfortunately, with this JVC model, as soon as you close the display, it shuts off. I try to search through the menu to see if I could disable that feature. I have not as of yet. So again, that's kind of like a personal preference of mine. Some people they don't care. And again, like I said, not having a on-camera video light. Granted, it's a little video light. It only goes so far. Some people say, why would you need it when you have a decent sized sensor? But like I said, every little bit helps. And then it's it will drain the battery, but again, that's why you get extra batteries. So you don't run into that problem. Like I said, I wasn't sure whether or not I wanted to stay with this camera or get the Canon HFS30 model, stuff like that. So I think I am going to send this one back. Like I said, after I work with it on Sunday, just to see how it feels and stuff like that, how it looks, how it performs and stuff like that. We'll kind of make a final determining factor whether or not if I still want to keep this camera or not. So that's a quick overview, my opinion of this camcorder. Again, I'll probably do a follow-up review after this coming Sunday. Let you know how how well the camera perform in an actual environment and recording situation. So again, my name is David. I hope this answered all your questions. If you have any more questions, feel free to post them, and I'll try to get back to them and answer you back as soon as possible. Have a good night.